EA Sports. It's in the game. That was the perfect call out there. Once he got the block, he made a move, and he was headed to the end zone.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Here we go.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't fourth and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a second and 1 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground, finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. He'll try again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Mahomes throwing on fourth. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Hey, come on.
First down, here's Mitchell. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 36, Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Ray McLeod. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Touchdown 49ers! Jerome Jennings from 13 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now goal for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Being chased out left. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Mahomes now to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded right at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Obviously, the thought process is to score a touchdown there on 1st and goal, but that loss, that's not critical. Holding on to the football is. Make sure they come away with no less than a field goal in the lead. That's uppermost in their minds.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Mahomes.
The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mecole Hardman from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Back to throw, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best.
And he's brought down. him. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try to prepare going forward.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. One final try now for Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.